Welcome to Everything Explained, the podcast that dives deep into fascinating topics. Today, we're tackling Buddhism. When you hear Buddhism, images of monks might spring to mind, serene figures meditating amidst tranquil landscapes. But Buddhism is much more than a religion. It's a philosophy, an ethical practice, and a path of spiritual development, a journey towards understanding suffering and finding lasting peace. At its core, it's based on the teachings of Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha, the Awakened One. His core message, distilled from years of intense spiritual seeking, is profoundly simple yet deeply transformative. Life involves suffering, but we can overcome it. Let's break down some key concepts. First, the Four Noble Truths, the very foundation of Buddhist thought. Suffering, dukkha, exists. This suffering originates from craving and attachment, tanha. Suffering can cease, and the path to the cessation of suffering is the Eightfold Path. These truths aren't meant to be depressing pronouncements, but rather a realistic assessment of the human condition, a starting point for positive change. The suffering isn't limited to physical pain, it encompasses mental anguish, dissatisfaction, and the inherent impermanence of all things. This understanding isn't about wallowing in negativity, but about acknowledging reality as it is. The Eightfold Path, right understanding, right thought, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration, is not a linear progression, but rather an interconnected wheel, each spoke crucial for the whole to function. It's a holistic approach to life, encompassing ethical conduct, mental discipline, and wisdom. Right understanding, for example, involves grasping the Four Noble Truths and the nature of reality. Right speech avoids lying, gossip, harsh language, and idle chatter. Right action promotes ethical behavior, refraining from harming others. Right livelihood involves choosing a profession that doesn't cause harm. Right effort is the cultivation of wholesome mental states and the abandoning of unwholesome ones. Right mindfulness is the cultivation of present moment awareness, observing thoughts and feelings without judgment. Right concentration is the development of deep meditative states, leading to profound insight. Karma, a central concept in Buddhism, is the principle of cause and effect. Our actions, thoughts, and intentions have consequences, shaping our present and future experiences. It's not a system of divine reward and punishment, but a natural law of interconnectedness. Reincarnation, or samsara, is the continuous cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, driven by karma. This cycle continues until enlightenment is achieved. This isn't a linear progression through different lives, but rather a continuous process of becoming shaped by our actions. Nirvana, the ultimate goal of Buddhist practice, is liberation from this cycle of samsara, a state of profound peace and freedom from suffering. It's not a place or a heaven, but a state of being, a transcendence of ordinary limitations. It's characterized by the extinguishing of craving and attachment, leading to a deep sense of serenity and liberation. Mindfulness, a key element of the Eightfold Path, is the practice of paying attention to the present moment without judgment. It's a powerful tool for navigating difficult situations with greater clarity and compassion. By cultivating mindfulness, we can observe our thoughts and feelings without getting carried away by them, allowing us to respond to challenges with greater wisdom and equanimity. Compassion, karuna, actively alleviating the suffering of others, is another crucial aspect of Buddhist practice. It's not merely sympathy, but an active engagement with the suffering of others, motivated by a deep understanding of the interconnectedness of all beings. Practicing compassion benefits not only the recipient but also the giver, fostering inner peace and well-being. In conclusion, Buddhism isn't a rigid set of rules, but a flexible path towards self-discovery and liberation from suffering. It emphasizes understanding reality, ethical conduct, and developing wisdom and compassion. It's a journey of self-improvement, aimed at achieving inner peace and a deeper understanding of oneself and the world. It's a path that invites exploration and personal interpretation, adapting to the individual's needs and circumstances. What aspects of Buddhism resonate most with you? Let us know. To unpack this further, let's explore the background, implications, and the broader context, so you can see how these pieces fit together. We can deepen our understanding by considering practical examples, typical use cases, and the variety of perspectives that shape this topic. Another useful angle is to compare related concepts and highlight the subtle differences that matter in practice. It's also helpful to reflect on the historical development and the main turning points that have influenced the current state of affairs. Finally, we can summarize key takeaways and practical lessons you can apply or watch for going forward. To unpack this further, let's explore the background, implications, and the broader context, so you can see how these pieces fit together. We can deepen our understanding by considering practical examples, typical use cases, and the variety of perspectives that shape this topic.